What's good, everybody? It's Hamza, and today, guys, I'm coming to you with a brand new video. But before we get into that, guys, please go and leave a like on this video. Let's try and get 30 likes on this video. We've been doing a great job, so let's keep it up. And finally, guys, subscribe if you have not already, because we're trying to 7,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Check out all the links down below. You'll be able to find all my Instagram, my Discord, and my affiliate links. And leave a comment if you guys want to see anything or just have any other ideas. I try my best to respond to each and every single one of your guys' comments. But without further ado, guys, let's get right into the video. Alright, guys, so I'm sure you guys saw from the title, it is going to be me reacting to the Swordsoul versus Branded, I think it was. I can't remember exactly. I was just told to go ahead and watch this round. I haven't actually seen any of the older rounds, or like I guess you could say like the earlier rounds. I only really just was able to catch like the finals and the top cut just because I was really busy with work. But hopefully I can go ahead and do this. I wanted to do a first time reaction to you guys, so we will go ahead and do it. So yeah, so we are going to get into Swordsoul versus the Branded matchup. So we're gonna see. I mean, this is a matchup that here. Let me go ahead and lower this guy. And then basically this is a matchup that kind of is timeless. Like, we've seen this matchup a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the dice. So we see a 5 from the Branded guy, 6 from the Swordsoul guy, and it looks like the Branded guy makes him go first. So I think he's probably playing Kaijus or something. Maybe we saw an Ash Blossom. Let's see what our opponent's hand is. So we see Heavenly Dragon Circle, Imperm, Long Yuan. I think that's Ecclesia and Moe. And it's Branded Fusion, Fusion Deployment, Aluber, Ash, and Gamma. Okay, so what I would do is, because I have Heavenly Dragon Circle, you don't really lose to a lot of hand traps. I think opening up with going, because I have Heavenly Dragon Circle, I think normaling Moe to reveal the Long Yuan. I think normaling the Moe to reveal the Long Yuan would be good. It looks like he's not going to do that. But normaling the Moe to reveal the Long Yuan would work. So let's see. That's what I would do. That's my first play. So we see him thinking, I think normal Moe reveal the Long Yuan. Regardless of what he chains, we can dodge it with Heavenly Dragon Circle. If we start off with Ecclesia Tribute to Summon, or we start with Moe Tribute to Summon, then we have Baron. It's counterintuitive because you're using a lot of cards. So normal summoning Moe to reveal Long Yuan is definitely the play, especially because we have Heavenly Dragon Circle. So let's see what happens here. He ends up going Long Yuan. Don't go Long Yuan. You're gonna get okay. So he goes Long Yuan, discard the Moe. Okay. So Gamma's definitely gonna come down here now. Yeah, so he's definitely gonna Gamma the Long Yuan. He's thinking on it. I think Gammaing here. Let me actually increase the speed because I can't deal with it. But I'm gonna go ahead and use Gamma. Gamma's gonna hit the Long Yuan, and this is what I'm saying, right? So now you're down to 3 cards. Of course, he has Ecclesia, so Ecclesia works very well in this instance. Any of the other normal summons worked as well, but specifically for that instance, Ecclesia is going to lose to the Imperm regardless of what you summon off it. So I think being able to play around it is a little better. So I think going normal summon Moe might have been better. Like I'm kind of confused as to why he didn't do it, but I mean, we can still go special summon Ecclesia, use the effect, but he has an Ash Blossom. So it does suck in that regard. The reason why I'm saying my play is better, we'll just see what he does, but I mean, it's pretty obvious what's gonna happen here. He's gonna go ahead and go special Ecclesia. What I like to do is also with Ecclesia is, he didn't do it here, but what I like to do with Ecclesia is I like to summon it in face up defense position, because it basically showcases that I'm special summoning, so my opponent can't be like, oh, was that normal summon, was that special summon? I mean, alternatively, you can just say special summon, but putting in defense helps me remember it. And you're not really ever going to be attacking with Ecclesia because her effect is only in the main phase. But yeah, so I mean, he's going to use Ecclesia. Ecclesia is going to go ahead and get met with Ash Blossom. So I mean, you're just going to end up passing your turn. You definitely don't set Imperm there, because if your opponent Cyclones, Dusters, or anything like that, you end up losing it. So I mean, he did that correctly, which is fine. The thing is, you never know if your opponent is actually going to have Gamma. So of course, like, in his idea, going Long Yuan, discarding the Moe, summoning the Baron early, and then going normal summon Ecclesia is pretty good. But this is the reason why you play triple Heavenly Dragon Circle, right? It's because no matter what, if you open your normal summon, you can always go normal summon, reveal, and then Heavenly Dragon Circle protects you from any hand trap. Yes, Gamma is going to negate it, but in my opinion, and I think Heavenly Dragon Circle might have been able to trade for 2 hand traps there, because you go normal summon Moe 1, reveal the Long Yuan, or reveal whatever. You're probably going to reveal the Long Yuan. They're going to go ahead and Gamma here, okay? So let's just say they Gamma here, okay? Let's just assume that our opponent's going to Gamma. We chain Heavenly Dragon Circle, and why do we do that? Is although Moe is negated, we still get a Tenyi in our hand. We still get another play to play around other cards like that. So let's just assume our opponent hand traps us there, because, like, you know what? I don't want it to happen, so I'm going to Ash Blossom it. Now that Gamma is on the board, because Gamma doesn't have to negate to summon, I believe, Gamma can go ahead and be on the board. Then we can go ahead and special summon Ecclesia. Ecclesia can go ahead and tribute off to go ahead and summon our monster. Or well, Gamma does actually actually negate, so never mind. So you special Ecclesia, Ecclesia get Taya banish summon token, and then Taya into Shishao, and then Shishao can get you Emergence can get you like the Tenyi, or you can get Blackout and just sit on that, and you traded 2 hand traps for 2 cards in that regard, and then you still have Imperm for follow-up play next turn, so it's pretty good. So I definitely feel like that's what would have happened. Again, let's just assume our opponent sees the long Yuan and he doesn't gamma us there. We just go into Shishao. We go chain link 1, Shishao, chain link 2, Moyi, draw, add a Blackout, set and pass, because you can't play through Nibiru with that specific hand. And on top of that as well is our opponent made us go first, meaning that he could potentially be on Nibiru, so or board breakers, and you don't want to commit too hard if you get blown up by them. But I mean, again, hindsight is 20/20. I think the read there, like it's hard to do in an open game state, but I think always going normal summon Moyi reveal, especially when you have Heavenly Dragon Circle, should like 10 out of 10 times always be the play. Because what's the purpose of you holding that Heavenly Dragon Circle is what I'm saying. I mean, alternatively, if you didn't have Ash Blossom, it would have been good, but because we didn't check for Ash Blossom, which we really couldn't check for Ash Blossom in that regard, it makes the Ecclesia way worse, and that's one of my main issues with it. But I mean, so you have a Graveyard, you have an Imperm, he has a Fusion deployment, he has a Tragedy, he has a Branded Fusion, and he has an Atluber. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't even matter how the Branded player sequences this play, because he is going to be able to play through on Imperm. Oh no, it's not Fusion deployment, I think it's Prosperity. Yeah, so it's Pod Prosperity. So I mean, we'll see here. He just hard activates Branded Fusion. In my opinion, I don't know if I would have done that personally. Playing Pod Prosperity is a little weird in Branded. I think that I have seen some lists with it, but I think checking for Imperm is going to be a lot better, especially going normal summon Aluber. Aluber effect will be met with an Imperm regardless, because if they have Branded Fusion, they get Branded Lost. If they don't have Branded Lost, they get Branded Lost. So being able to Imperm there is a lot better. Our opponent just activates Branded Fusion, so it's a little interesting in that regard. I think having the Aluber being able to normal summon would have been a lot better. He does a Pod Prosperity as well, so let's go ahead and see what happens here. I mean, it's pretty much game in my opinion. It's definitely a conceptual game as well. But he dumps Tragedy and he dumps Aluber going to the Lubellion. Then using Lubellion to go ahead and discard his Tragedy to target. This will definitely be met with an infinite impermanence. So this is what I'm saying. So it's interesting that the Branded player actually did this, because he had Aluber in his hand, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so he had Aluber in his hand. So it's really weird, because I'm just trying to see, like, he had Aluber, Prosperity, Branded Fusion, and I think the little plant. Yeah, it's just weird to me, because normal summoning Aluber there gets met with the Imperm. You get a Branded Lost if he doesn't meet it, so then they can't respond to your Lubellion. So you Imperm there in that regard. And then he summons the Lubellion, and then Lubellion will be free to absolutely resolve. But now, just the way he chained it, it's going to be really weird. That Pod Prosperity's got to have to sack, in my opinion. Tragedy's going to go ahead and trigger. Tragedy gets Ad Libitum, okay. I mean, there's nothing else to do. And then I wonder what he does here. You definitely activate Aluber to go ahead and get. Okay, he's going Pod Prosperity. I wonder if he's trying to maybe hit for an Ecclesia, maybe at a Fusion deployment. We can go ahead and see here. So he gets the Ecclesia. Wait, he only did 3? He went Pod Prosperity. Banish 3 only? And he hits Ecclesia. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So he ends up getting Ecclesia, obviously, right? Yeah, you get Ecclesia. Okay, so that was correct in that regard, but that's absolutely insane. Like, if he literally went normal Aluber effect, gets met with the Imperm, right? Cool. Now you activate Branded Fusion, you summon Lubellion, you still have your monsters on the board to continue playing through that, so you still end on a pretty legitimate board. In my opinion, I think you might have even been able to OTK, technically speaking, but I mean, he ends up getting the Cartesia. He doesn't have the Engraver, but because he has on the field, he can special. Then you can normal summon Aluber. Aluber's gonna add what? Branded Lost, Branded Red. Let's see. I think, yeah, so Branded Red. He can technically go for game, I guess, because he has Ad Libitum in hand. He can go ahead and Fusion Summon. This is just really weird from both players, in my opinion. From here, he sells Cartesia, so he goes Cartesia effect to go ahead and Fusion Summon. Cartesia will go ahead and Fusion Summon itself in Lubellion to go into Granganol, Googly Moogly. Okay, so Googly Moogly will go ahead and send. He's going to send Albion. This is really strange. Like, this is really strange. I think he could have maybe sequenced a little better. Even sending Shroud. Oh, he doesn't even OTK him. So he ends on... Okay, and that's going to get what? So I think sending Albion there doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I think sending Albion doesn't do anything. So Cartesia, yeah, okay, and then Albion, what's he gonna get? Like a Branded Fusion? Retribution. So he gets the counter trap. I mean, it's good in this instance because Retribution is essentially a solemn warning. So it's really good in this instance. I think A, he probably could have OTK'd. I think 2, he probably could have set up a better board. Going Shadow Dragon, getting other things like that. But I mean, it's fine. Or is it Retribution or is it Expulsion? I think it's Retribution, the counter trap. But I mean, our opponent ends up drawing. He ends up drawing a Moyi and Heaven Dragon, so he can't really play. So you either set or you just scoop. So He's thinking a lot, because I mean, you go normal sun, Moyi, Heavenly Dragon, circle it, get a Tenyi, yeah, so you scoop. I mean, it's unfortunate. Of course, Gamma and Ash is very, very powerful. I think, in my opinion, going normal sun, Moyi, revealing, Heavenly Dragon, circle, tribute, just trades it so much. Why would you not do it? You know what I mean? It checks for Imperm. It technically checks for Ash. There's not a lot of good cards to Ash in that regard. And if you go normal sun, Moyi, they go chain Imperm. You go chain Heavenly Dragon, circle, tribute. They're gonna Ash Blossom most likely on that specific instance, because again, they don't want you to have that card. So maybe there are other plays and other lines that you can go with. Especially when you go first, we're almost never going Long Yuan, Baron, like full combo. Where especially if we open Moyi, we're almost always going into the play. So Shisha Blackout plus other interrupts, and we don't even know what the Moyi could have drawn, right? It could have drawn something crazy. I just think that was a little weird from the Swordsoul guy's part. I think he might have been able to play through the hand traps, and of course the Brandon player did sequence it a little weird as well. But I mean, no flame to these players. Maybe there's nerves involved. Again, you're in feature match. You're at one of the biggest YCSs in history, so I think in that regard there is some merit to misplaying. But I mean, again, at the same time, I do feel bad for the Swordsoul player. He definitely had the outs in his hand. Being able to go Shisha Blackout with an Imperm was going to be very powerful. I mean, the Brandon hand was really good, but if he was to sequence it and play it through that way, again, we're gonna have to see, like, maybe. But they're gonna go ahead and side. Okay, power shuffling it up, and our opponent ends up going, okay. I mean, the Swordsoul player definitely goes first, right? We're just assuming the Swordsoul player is siding the generic card, so he's probably on D-barriers, anti-spells, things of that nature. So we're gonna go ahead and get into game 2. So let's see here. Let me see if I can see the hands properly. Oh, this is even HD. What am I doing? Okay, hopefully that fixed the quality for you guys. But let's go ahead and see. I wonder, you know, things like this, like looking into the crowd, excitement, like of course that can get the best of you at major events as well. So I mean, I don't blame these guys as well. Like, but I mean, I hope you had fun. That's the main thing. Why you would go to YCS, and a great experience. But yeah, you know, he's looking around. So let's see if he's locked in the game. So goes ahead and starts. They start. So you see Ashuna, Emergence, double Ecclesia. I mean, you always see double Ecclesia. And I think it's a Pot of Desires, maybe. I can't really see that last card, but I think it's Pot of Desires. And our opponent's hand is Ash Blossom, Cartesia, not Ecclesia. Cartesia, Driver, Fusion Deployment, another Ash Blossom. What is that card? I mean, I'm playing on 5 million speed, so I can't really tell. But I think it's actually Fusion Deployment or Thrusting. Oh, no, it's Deployment. Yeah, it's Fusion Deployment. Okay, so our opponent's hand is that. We're going to go into 1.5 times speed. So he has Ashuna. So you definitely go special Ashuna, link Ashuna into Monk. And then you have 2 lines of play there. So you can activate Emergence to read the Ash Blossom, or you can activate Vessel. 2 are very good options there. Let's see what he does. So you go special Ashuna. Yep, perfectly fine. Links the monster away. Let's see. He goes into Monk, of course. I mean, what else would he be? So now you have 2 options here. So you have activate Emergence to test, and if he doesn't ash you there, you can get a Long Yuan to continue playing because you have the Ecclesia. Alternatively, you can activate Vessel here, bait the Ash Blossom, activate, or no, you wouldn't even activate Emergence after Vessel gets Ash. You normal Ecclesia Tribute, get the Moyi reveal, and try to play through there. I mean, you are afraid of Nibiru in specific instances, but based off of this, I think that if you're committing to a line that plays around Nibiru, activating Emergence will almost always get you Long Yuan. So I think Emergence is always getting you Long Yuan because you already have a normal sum with Ecclesia in that regard. And if you see my combos with Swordsoul combos, where if you open a Tenyi plus a normal sum plus Emergence, you can do all sorts of disgusting plays. So I think checking for Ash Blossom is very good. You have a lot of points to Ash Blossom here, so I think going Emergence, get Long Yuan is the best play. I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's going to activate Vessel, which is fine as well, honestly. Regardless, you're checking for Ash Blossom. I think activating Vessel is definitely going to get met with Ash Blossom because like one of the best cards to Ash Blossom. So that's what I was saying, that activating an Emergence here, it kind of showcases that like, okay, I special Tenyi, link away, go into Monk, activate Emergence. My opponent might think that, oh, he bricked. Maybe he has a Taya. Maybe he's going for something like that. So I think Ash Blossom, the Emergence is going to be pretty good, right? Again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Just a mind game. It's like a chess match. You're trying to play around specific cards. So I think activating Emergence in that regard might be pretty good. But, I mean, we'll see. Vessel gets Ash Blossom, of course, perfectly fine. So from here, you go normal Ecclesia away into Moyi reveal, Synchro away into Shisha, and then you can pick what you have because you still have Emergence to get you Long Yuan. Depending on what Shisha adds as well, you can get Blackout, so it's pretty good. So go ahead and link here, and then activate Emergence, link away, Synchro, activate Emergence. No, you don't activate Emergence. You go normal sum Moyi, Ecclesia into Moyi reveal the Emergence. That's what you do. You don't activate Emergence. So let's see. Opponent's thinking he's gonna activate Emergence. See, this is what I mean. If you were to activate Emergence anyways, why would you not activate it before you activate Vessel? There, because Vessel, if it resolves there and you already have a normal summon, you can put up 2 to 3 synchros. You can even set up Shishao, or not Shishao, sorry, Chao Fang before the Nibiru hits. So then you can also play through that, because Ecclesia can get you Taya, Taya can go into Baxia, Baxia can get Moyi, Moyi can get you into draw. So it's one, I'm just confused as to why he didn't emergence here now. But now I'm a little worried as to, I think he might get a Taya, which is still fine. Like, I mean, you're still playing through hand traps, you're just not making the best board. So yeah, so our opponent's gonna go ahead and get emergence. Emergence will get Long Yuan, right? Emergence will go ahead and get Long Yuan. He's thinking here on what to add. Get Long Yuan, right? I mean, you can't get Mo Yi because you don't have a target in hand. So you get Long Yuan. Long Yuan, normal Ecclesia. I think the judge are talking to maybe speed up or something. I don't know. This is a long search. Get Taya. Oh no, he's gonna normal sub Taya, which is fine. Again, like, I mean, you can do Shishao 10, right? Normal Taya, go into Shishao, normal, banish, summon token. Okay. Yeah, so summon token, and then from here you have double Ecclesia in your hand, which is not good. But you can go Ashuna, summon the 4 and guy away into Shishao, banish, go into Draco Berserker. I mean, Draco Berserker's not bad at answers Albaz, so it's pretty legit. Yeah, so I mean, I guess this guy's going for the double 8. So here he's gonna go Ashuna, yeah. Ashuna, summon from deck. Summon the level 4. Yeah, Stana, cool. And then Stana and token away into Shisha. So it's a weird play, honestly, man. Like, I wouldn't have done this play. Both games, I think he could have done a little better. Yeah. So Shisha effect. Shisha effect, go ahead and banish the blackout. Yep. Blackout, go ahead and banish. Summon the token. And then Taya and token away into Draco Berserker. Why? Why? He can't do anything. He can't do anything. He's just gonna go pass. Guys, not Taya mill. Like, what are you gonna mill? D-Berry add to your hand? Taya mill Moyi? So you're gonna do Chao Fang then? Yeah. Okay. Whoa! What? Yeah, I'm a little confused as to why he did that. He had a lot of plays, and I think he literally made all of the incorrect ones. It does suck. I mean, well, what can you do? Maybe nerves, you know, because I think that he realized after his play, like, his mind was made up. Maybe he started playing a little bit too fast. But passing on that's a little crazy. I mean, yeah, it's gonna get rough. Like, he didn't even do Chao Fang. Like, Chao Fang, at worst, at least deals with Lubellion. I think Lubellion's a light. I can't remember, but I think at least deals with Lubellion and something. So, like, maybe. But the play that you committed to is just so, like, it's very suboptimal, right? Like, there's a lot of plays you could do. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But let's see. He goes normal Ecclesia. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's Brenda opening? Okay, yeah. So he's playing around Shisha, which is really good. But it does suck, man. It sucks a lot. Because even if you did Chao Fang here, he goes summon a Luber effect. Summon a Luber effect. Cartesia goes into Granganol mills for cost. You don't Shisha here. A Luber gets Brand Infusion. So I think yeah, like, it sucks. I mean, he's probably dead, right? Ecclesia, Cartesia, Corinthus. What the heck? Yeah, Corinthus. Corinthus attack over the Shishao. Brand Infusion, dump Albaz. Tragedy, Lubellion. Yeah, Lubellion is a light, so Chao Fang at least would have done something there. But Lubellion into there, get ad libitum off of Tragedy. Fusion deployment. Revealing Mirror J. Oh no, Brand Infusion. Oops. What is that card? Am I missing something? Oh, it's Brand Infusion. It's just the glare. Okay. Brand Infusion, summon Mirror J. Rebellion, summon. Effect. Banish. Set Brandon red pass. Our opponent has oh yeah, double Ecclesia Ashuna. This guy's pretty much screwed. Banish Ecclesia, summon Vishuda, Mirror Jade, special Ecclesia, special Ecclesia, banish Ashuna. Wait, what is that other card in his hand? How do you get another trap card in his hand? Am I missing something? Oh yeah, he drew it for turn. Yeah. What's the card he drew? Is that anti-spell? Looks like anti-spell. Special or normal. I mean, it doesn't matter. I think you definitely do special. Effect. Okay. Taya's gonna get met with the Mirror Jade probably. I think. I mean, alternatively, what he could have done is he could have gone Monk, enter battle phase, crash, Stana, effect, summon, pop, Mirror Jade. Because at least you deal with one banish, so you're not dealing with two banishes. But like, I think the game's over at this point. Guardian Chimera, pop the token. Okay, you still have Ashuna in hand. So, but he still has a Mirror Jade banish. So do you go banish Ashuna, link into Monk, but your hand is anti-spell Ecclesia. Wait, did he normal summon Ecclesia? Oh my god, don't tell me you normal summon Ecclesia. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I think he normal Ecclesia. Because otherwise you just special Ecclesia here and then you force a banish. And they can still play through that as well. Because now Shaman is going to get met with the Mirror Jade. And you already used the Ecclesia. But if you go, you tie it, effect, summon, he popped it, you go special Ecclesia, forces Mirror Jade, you don't care. Because if he answers the Monk, it's fine. If he answers the thing, it's fine as well. And you have a Shuna for follow play still. And corner just makes all the guys little anyways, bro. Mirror banish, like Cosmic Cyclone for the anti-spell too. I mean, it didn't matter. I think that this guy, Arcadio, if you're watching this video, I'm not trying to shit on you or nothing, but I think that you tried your best. I think that there were a lot of plays that you quite potentially could have done to avoid the situation that you're in. Game 1, normal summoning Mo Yi. If you always have Heavenly Dragon Circle, make sure you do that. If you didn't, make sure you watch my hand trap video. So always normal summon Mo Yi if you have Heavenly Dragon Circle, because it plays through any hand trap. And then game 2, checking for hand traps first is the best thing to do, and you can sequence your plays. Because you had Tenyi Vessel normal summon, you don't care about the emergence, because the emergence is only going to get you long Yuan at best case scenario, because you have double Ecclesia, you want one to get out. So you could have gone out of that situation. Also, depending on if you normaled or special summoned that Ecclesia, you could have done a lot more as well, because if you go special Ecclesia, Ecclesia effect, do whatever, he banishes your thing, you go normal summon Ecclesia, now you have Ecclesia and Tide to go into Baxia, forces the Mirror Jade banish. So if Mirror Jade banishes the Monk, you can play. Mirror Jade banishes the Taya, you can still play, because Ecclesia can go ahead and summon it. Also on top of that as well is you still had the Ashuna, so you still could have played around a lot of things as well. So I don't know, I think it was a little weird, but to each their own. Hopefully everybody can get better from this type of video. Arcadio, no flame to you. I think you did a great job, and I hope you had a great experience at YCS 250. So guys, that was it for the video. Please go ahead and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you made it to the end of the video and you are not yet subscribed, because what are you doing? But like I always say, guys, my name's Hamza. Keep on shining, never go on your dreams. Peace.